Alright, so I've been working on my beehive stuff because winter is coming and it is soon when I'm going to have to make the colonies smaller and go ahead and put insulation in there. I haven't done this yet. Last year I was going to, but I was very pregnant with this little lady and never got around to it, and my bees died. But I have 3 colonies of bees and I don't want to lose them because it's a lot of money to shell out next year if I have to buy 3 new beehive colonies. I'll show you what I've done. So this is what it'll look like. They'll be down to just a few frames, and then there'll be 3 inches of this slid in there. I think these are called follower boards. So I just have a 2-inch piece of insulation and a 1-inch piece of insulation, both shiny side out, and then this aluminum tape so they don't eat through the insulation. Apparently it's supposed to help. And so I have 3 hives, so I have 6 of those, and 6. And then I made lids. So my poly hives, these will go in over the feeders. So I'll have the main chamber where the bees will have, then I'll have another box on top that will have a feeder, and then the lid will go over the feeder, and then the actual lid will go on top of that. This is to hold all that heat in, so we're not losing it where the feeder is and just out the lid. So this is the one I already had, and then this one is for the wood one. It's a little wider. So I got 3 lids, and so I have 2 poly hives and 1 wood hive out there. So the poly hives I am going to show you. I'm going to wrap with this reflective bubble wrap. Because they're poly hives, they already have some insulation, plus they'll have 3 inches on either side. They'll have the follower boards in there, and then I'm going to either double wrap or single wrap it with this, depends on how much I have. So I got 2 rolls, and then I'll show you the box I made for my wood hive. Alright, I mean, it's nothing special. It's a box of styrofoam. I did 3 inches on the short sides here, because when the box is in here, the 2 follower boards will be on either side. So they already have 3 inches of insulation inside, and so we just did 2 inches on the sides, and then on the fronts we did 3 inches because there's no insulation on the inside on the sides. So this should help thicken up the walls, and this will just slide right over the wood frame. So, and it's pretty sturdy as it is. It's all just insulation and this ducting tape. So yeah, we had a really bad year for honey, and a lot of people here, a lot of veteran beekeepers also had a really bad year. Obviously there's still people who got honey and had okay year, but it was pretty bad for a lot of us. So we got 0 honey out of all 3 hives. I got 0 honey even out of the hive I did not split. So I'm going to do my best to keep them alive and try to get honey out of them next year. So I will bring you along when I go ahead and shrink up the colonies, and when I start feeding them, and when I start adding insulation. But yeah, that's what I've been working on, is just some bee insulation and stuff. You tell them. Anyways, thanks for coming along.